So given that your vector A is A1, A2, A3, vector B is B1, B2, B3, actually when we're doing scalar multiplication or scalar product, dot product, you are multiply these two vectors. So we are not recommend you to use metric form because metric form multiplication is not like this. It will be row times column. So better we follow the vector form. It will be A1, A2, A3 dot with B1, B2, B3. So it better we write in vector form. Okay, so actually when we write it in full, you can see this is our vector in full writing with I, J, K together. When we're doing multiplication, actually we are expand. So A1 multiply with this B1. I multiply with vector I. Continue. A1 multiply with B2. Then A1 multiply with B3. Of course, the unit vector J multiply with J. Then I will multiply with J. Then I multiply with K. So continue. For the second term also they will going multiply continuously. Okay, so vector I and vector I, they are unit vector from x-axis. When you're doing multiplication dot product, it will give 1. So therefore, this value will become 1. J with J also become 1. K with K also become 1. Meanwhile, for others vector like I and J, J and K, when you're doing dot product, it will give you 0. So means this term becomes 0. This term becomes 0. This also becomes 0 because 0 multiply everything 0. Lastly, in the short way, means we only do for A1, B1 plus A2, B2 plus A3, B3. So that's why we multiply, we can straight away A, the X with X, Y with Y, then Z with Z. Because of the properties of the unit vectors ini. I, J, J semua multiply akan dapat 1. IJ dengan JK semua akan dapat 0. So kenapa I dot I you will get 1, I dot J you will get 0. Then we can go back to this concept. So when we're doing dot product, actually you are finding the angle between two vectors. Indirectly here, the value that you found just now is the angle between two vectors. So the value that you found just now, 5, here represent your magnitude A, magnitude B, cos theta. So itulah maksud di sini. Vector A dot with vector B equals to magnitude A, panjang B darab cos theta. So kalau dia punya direction macam ni, AB. So it will be angle, this angle. You calculate on this angle. So dot product, another meaning you can use for finding their angle. By condition the direction you must see open up. If A, B, so this angle. So when we look at I and I, we apply here. I is on X units horizontally. Another I also horizontally. So what's the angle built? What angle can be obtained between I and I? 0, right? Parallel, right? They are parallel. Angle 0. When you have cos 0, what happens? 1. So what's the unit for I? What's the length for I? 1. Unit vector what? I, J, K is unit vector. Their length only 1 unit only. So therefore, I dot with I, we get 1. Then when J dot with J, J is going up, let's say going up, J. So their direction is parallel, right? So angles will be, there are no angle between two vectors, they are parallel. So unit vector J also 1, So J with J 1, therefore K with K also 1. From here we can conclude, actually for parallel vector, when you dot, you'll get a magnitude. Depends on the magnitude here. Especially for IJK, dia dia satu sebab panjang I, panjang J, panjang K semua satu. Kalau dia tukar vektor lain, kalau contoh AB, maksudnya dia vektor lain, dia bukan lagi IJK. If you're doing A and B, kalau dia parallel, dia akan tinggal ini sajalah sebab cos 0 is 1. Faham? Dia akan tinggal magnitude A dengan magnitude B saja. So what happened to another properties here, where I and J, J and K? So we look on the condition here. I supposedly left, right. J atas bawah, betul. I kiri kanan, J atas bawah. Their angle 90 degree. So cos 90 degree, what happened? 0. So that's why I dot with J, we get 0, because 0 times anything, we get 0. So therefore I dengan K pun akan dapat kosong, because I dengan K 90 degree. Then J dot with K also 90 degree, because J is macam ni. Then K keluar, so dia 90 degree. So that's why we have the special properties here. You can see IJJ dapat 1, tapi kalau IJ, kalau yang pasi yang pasi yang 90 darjah, dia akan dapat kosong. Alright, so therefore from here we can do a conclusion that we can do a conclusion that I write at here. We can do a conclusion that when I do A dot B means two different vector. When I get 0, what's the situation for this AB? When I get 0, these two vectors should be perpendicular to each other. So we have a concept here. If A dot B is 0, then the situation vector A, they are perpendicular to vector B. Alright. So if we get value, when you get value, it means V and U here must be an angle between them. If we want to find out, then we substitute inside here. Magnitude V, magnitude U, cos theta equals to 5. Then find out the data. Alright. So you dot, you get 0, you know the situation indirectly want to tell you that two vectors, they are in relation perpendicular. Or they can ask reversely. They say if vector A perpendicular to vector B, then what should you do? You have to calculate out to show that A dot B. When you calculate out all the calculation, you should get 0 to show that their relationship are perpendicular. Alright. So kalau parallel dia tak semestinya nilai 1. Untuk IJK dia nilai 1 sebab magnitude I, magnitude J dia 1. Kalau dia parallel, dia akan jadi vector A, vector B akan sama dengan magnitude A, magnitude B darab kalau dia parallel. Boleh